Yep, sound is working. Hello, viewers, and welcome to the Story Told Twitch. That did not mute. It is muted now. Welcome to our AP for The Last Caravan, Tomorrow Never Ends. We are proud members of the D20 Radio Network, as well as being partnered with Fool's Moon Entertainment. In addition to that, we are affiliated with Fanroll Dice, my Metallic Dice Games. Enter the code STORYTOLD10 to receive 10% off your order. And with that, I'll do a couple announcements at the end, but I'll pass it over to our wonderful Atlas Jarn.
Oh God! Announcements to the end? Can we just skip right to the end? Come on, I want to hear these announcements.
Oh, it's just about the APs. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, hi, everybody. I am just Jarn for short. I am telling this story of a group of travelers moving along a post-apocalyptic world where aliens have crash landed into the Earth. Winter is falling, and survival is the most important thing on everyone's mind. Trying to get by just another day, another minute, another hour. But the story isn't something I'm putting together. It's actually something that's being crafted by these fine folk that are here. And so I'm going to go ahead and pick on someone randomly to talk about themselves. And let's start off with Serena, who's muted. I shouldn't have picked Serena first. I'm sorry.
Hello. No, that's okay. Hi guys, my name is Serena X.
And if you forget mid-session, just remember, Deep said I'm actually good at this, and he is unfortunately very rarely wrong. For real though, once you're in character and talking to people,
my phone literally just flipped out.
The nerves are the.
Sorry, Serena. I set my phone down
Curse
away
phone.
from me, and it just started
okay.
making noises.
It's okay. Yeah, Serena X. You can find me on socials. I play Bug, who is the wrench, so I am in charge of fixing up all sorts of things. My character is in her early 20s, and she's a little bit of a standoffish type of character, but she's learning to open up. So that's me. Her name is Bug, if I didn't say so.
Oh, you did. And everybody knows. Everybody who watches this needs to know Bug. Literally, the only reason I watch this show, I even want to host this, is because of Bug. I'm sorry, just Bug.
That's fair. That's fair.
Absolutely. But no, aside from that, let's go ahead and introduce someone who just grew up in front of our very eyes. Doc.
Oh yeah. I forgot to tell everybody that I'm actually just a changeling and can go from 4 foot to 6'2", no problem. I am Doc, the loudest half of Creative Disarray. I am playing Arthur, who is now becoming the resident angry boy as we're going along. So we're exploring that. I do play the bruiser, and my job is to punch people and things. So this is a wonderful place for me to get all that frustration yanked out. But no, elsewhere, I'm actually getting into a lot of different things and projects that are coming out, but Creative Disarray is still wonderfully getting back into Road to Wrestle Deep every other Saturday. And by that, I mean I missed 2 Saturdays, but now next Saturday, it'll be every other Saturday, and that'll be a real thing, and I won't be a liar every time I put that on the screen. So it's all wonderful. I'm super happy to be here. This has always been a great experience.
Excellent. Also, for anybody that is out there watching, definitely check it out. Road to Wrestle Deep. It is a fantastic show. Very fantastic.
So good.
But aside from that, we're going to go ahead and skip over towards Lex.
Hey, I'm Lex Basile Price. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming, including the podcast Ugh, I Guess, where the newest episode came out today, and the subject, tofu mayonnaise. You're not going to want to miss that. I play River, who's returning from being found and then recovering. A lot happened. Yep, she is a lookout, and you're going to learn a lot more about her tonight.
Excellent. All right. And then shooting over straight towards Nady Danger.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nady Danger, but you can call me Nady. You can find me on any of your favorite social media at Nady Danger. I am also the character creation princess, and if you don't know what that means you're not following me on Threads. Shame on you. Shame. So, I am a professional dungeon master, writer, voice actor, and TTRPG performer based here out of the great country of Philadelphia. You can catch me here every Tuesdays, and coming up very soon, GMing a very interesting game of Old Gods of Appalachia. Stay very tuned for that one. I will be playing Clint McCarthy, the resident angry person, but in a different way than Sledgehammer. Um, I play the talker, and I do it at great lengths, normally in normal sounds, but sometimes I get real mad and I cuss a lot. And I'm on this screen, and before we go, I just want to apologize to my mother for all of the fucks that I did last week.
I guess you could say you do give a fuck, Needy.
Fuck yeah, I do.
I mean, you got to apologize for those two right now as well, and any of the technical ones are going to come out afterwards.
Mama tried. Mama tried.
All right. Next, just to bring him up, it's going to be Logan, real quick.
Hi, viewers. I'm Logan. I am one half of the creative team for the Story Told podcast. Lex is my co-host and partner in this endeavor as of this year, so excited to have them with us. And just to let everyone know, we will be turning 8 years old on May 22nd, which is kind of insane to think that I've done this for 8 years. I am
Everyone's growing up.
right? My podcast is in the 2nd grade. They grow up so fast. Anyway, I play Ezra Wren, who is coincidentally an ex-elementary school teacher. He is our resident stargazer and sad boy, but they're starting to wake up a little bit and get a little gumption in life going on. So that's kind of exciting to see happen.
Excellent. And last, but never the least, the one, the only, Eleanor, also known as Foibles and Fables.
Hello, hello. I am Foibles and Fables. I am a actress and TTRPG performer, also TTRPG producer for our Angry Boys. We're all doing shows together later on this year, so you don't want to miss those. I also GM and End to Hunger for the Harlequin's Hallowed Hearth channel. You can catch that every Wednesday on YouTube. If you want to get all caught up, set your calendars for May 20th. We're going to have a plot compilation for Arc 1 coming out. So if you have 3.5 hours to spare, we'd love to share our wonderful story with you. I play Caitlin Bragg, our 30-year-old plus-size bandage hillbilly from the backwoods of who knows where, who is not, I guess, not resident sad girl, but certainly, certainly sad something. Yeah.
Excellent. And so, real quick, you had some announcements you wanted to say, or is it towards the end of the show?
I'll do that at the end of the show. I just want to announce the two AP, this AP, which we're obviously on right now, and also the other AP that's coming back.
You want to announce our AP? Announce it, please.
Please do. I want to hear it.
I was just
I
going
think
to...
we're not going to we're now going to
be judging
podcast.
Are we doing a show?
What? Wait, are y'all real? This is not AI? What?
No. It's next week. We're just here to do the intro.
Really, the only real announcement that I wanted to do at the end of the episode, but I'll go ahead and do it now since I've been pressured into this, is that Castles in the Sky is finally coming back. We had a little bit of a scheduling issue in snafu. Again, it's going to only be 8 episodes. Episode 4 is coming back this Sunday. It's going to be slightly truncated, again, because of scheduling, but we should be back on a regular schedule after that. Really hope you join us. Those episodes will be uploaded on YouTube as well. If you're watching this at a later date, they'll already be on YouTube, because that episode will air on 5/10/26.
Yay! All right, sorry, I had to get that out of the way. I do apologize. One of my little secrets I keep is that I hate surprises. I suck at birthdays. So
Surprise!
Anyways, but no. Going ahead and just to set it up once again as we're coming back into this world. Again, alien life forms have fallen upon the planet. After a horrendous 2-month war, the world has ultimately changed. People are striving to stay alive, and winter is coming. Not a seemingly simple winter that mildly will pass over, but one that is going to grip the entirety of the world. And at this point, there are those that are going to need to just survive. But sometimes the echoes of the past return to us. And so, Clint, what is your echo?
The Bridge That Didn't Hold by Clint McCarthy, reporting for the Associated Press. Rail crossing. somewhere northern Virginia. We found the train a week too late, maybe two. It's hard to tell now. Time doesn't move the way it used to. We saw the tracks first, running parallel to the road, then the cars. They were abandoned all along the road, doors open, suitcases left behind, things people meant to come back for. I lifted the camera as the Humvee navigated through the tangled mess. Habit, reflex. Through the lens, everything flattened, framed, contained, safer that way. Ramirez slowed the Humvee as we approached. Didn't stop. Just eased off the speed like he knew what we were going to find. I took a photograph through the windshield of the road and the cars and the open doors. It looked almost peaceful in the frame. "The fuck happened here?" Donnelly called down from the turret. No one answered him. The bridge came into view through the trees a moment later. That was what was left of it. I raised my camera again, adjusted the zoom, brought it into focus. For a moment, it was just lines and shapes, steel, geometry, and light. Then it resolved. Ramirez brought the Humvee to a stop short of the incline. He left the engine idling, like we might have to leave in a hurry. The front of the train had made it across. You could see that clearly. The engine and the first two cars sitting intact on the far side. I took another picture. The rest didn't. The middle of the bridge had given out. Not cracked or sagged, just failed. I took that one too. The rear cars had folded into the creek below, dragging the tracks down with them. Metal bent into shapes that didn't belong to anything built by human hands. I lowered the camera as if offering some reverence to what I had seen. Then I raised it again. There was no smoke or fire, just stillness. Donnelly turned in the turret slowly ahead above us, scanning both sides of the road. Just out of habit, not a reaction. Sergeant Bell stepped out first. The rest of us followed shortly after as if waiting for permission. I kept the camera up as I moved. It helped. You don't see everything when you're looking through glass. Only what fits. Only what you allow. We didn't get an order to stop. Hadn't heard anything but static over the radio in a day or so. We just did. The smell hit halfway just before we reached the incline. I didn't photograph that. It wasn't just decay, not just every manner of violent end. It was something heavier, something settled. We spread out along the edge of the bridge approach. Not too close, not too exposed. Doc Shaw moved up the embankment towards the small, or down the embankment towards the small stream beneath the bridge. Careful, testing his footing with each hurried step. Ramirez followed a few steps behind him, watching the tree line more than the wreck. I followed the wreck with a lens. That's when the bodies came into focus. Caught in the wreckage, along the banks, some still inside the twisted cars. Men, women. A small shape near the water I told myself was something else. I adjusted the focus. It wasn't. I took the picture anyway. There wasn't any movement. "Anybody see anything?" Ramirez called out as he scanned the scene through the scope on his M16. Shaw didn't answer right away. He moved between what was left, checking anyway. That was the thing about Doc Shaw. He always checks, even when there's no reason to. Hollis approached me from behind. He had his dip bottle in his right hand and his rifle over his shoulder, looking down, trying to understand it. "Think they made it?" he said quietly, before spitting into the rim of his half-filled water bottle. I didn't know who he meant. The ones in the front, the ones who got across, the ones who kept going. "I don't know," I told him. I took another picture, then another. Because if I stopped, I would have to look at it without the frame. and I wasn't ready for that. Something caught my eye in the viewfinder, not movement, just more a pattern. The break in the bridge, it wasn't clean, not the way a failure should be. Sections of the steel looked, for lack of a better term, softened, pulled, like taffy stretched to its limit, like something had pressed through it instead of weight bringing it down. It didn't take me long to figure out what or who caused the bridge to fail. My rational mind said I could be wrong, but what's done is done. I held the frame there longer than I meant to. Then I lowered the camera. I didn't say anything. I didn't know how. The river moved slowly beneath it all, like it didn't care what had fallen into it. It had been here long before us and would remain long after. I quietly envied its apathy. Hollis said, "They thought they were getting out." Ramirez didn't look at him. "Yeah," he said. "So did everyone else." I took one last photograph, the front of the train, whole and untouched, sitting on the other side of something no one else made it across. It looked like survival, but it wasn't. It was just distance. I lowered the camera, and for the first time since we got there, I saw it without the frame. I haven't taken that picture out of the roll. I don't know if I ever will. Belle walked the length of the road that accompanied the train bridge, looking past the wreck, at the far side, at the tree line beyond. Always the next place. The radio crackled once. Everyone froze. A voice came through, broken. "Any units? Respond." And then the static swallowed it. Bell didn't answer. He just looked at the radio for a second, clipped it back on his vest. Shaw clanged back up the embankment, shook his head once. "No survivors," he said. No one reacted. That had already been decided. We stood there longer than we should have, looking at it, like there was something we were supposed to take from it, a lesson, maybe a warning. But there wasn't. Just wait. Too many people trying to go in the same direction at the same time. Fear, panic, and death. Sergeant Bell moved away first. "Mount up." No report, no coordinates, no one to send it to anyway. We all got back in the Humvee. The engine was still running. Donnelly tapped the side of the turret once as we rolled out, like he was saying goodbye to something. We turned the vehicle around and headed back the way we came. As we pulled away, I looked at the front of the train one last time, sitting there on the far side of the bridge, whole, untouched, like it had made it into a different world. We kept moving. The radio stayed silent. Behind us, the bridge didn't make a sound either. It didn't need to. Scene.
All right, so that's going to be today's episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll come back next week and we'll continue.
Ooh, nap time.
Go ahead and get heroism. Let's give you 2 heroism for that. That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing like getting prizes after a night of drinking corn whiskey.
So, Clint, if I can, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that for a quick moment.
Sure.
Again, the world is changing, and whether we like it or not, we are going to have to learn how to adapt or perish. Sometimes, though, those memories come back to us, and even in this moment, that memory came back to Clint. You almost open your eyes. You'll see that it's still dark within the room, and at this point, you hear someone just walking away from you. Someone who had been attentive to you this entire time. You think you know who it is. You almost try to look to get like more information to try to like really dissect what you're looking at. But you quickly notice the hair, the hoodie, and you realize that it's Caitlin. You see, at this point, she's just walking away, taking a brief respite from you at this moment and allowing you a chance to sleep. And so, at this moment, you close your eyes, feeling the wariness of them once more. What's the last thought that you have before you pass out?
The last thought I have is I stretch. So as I'm laying there and I go to sleep, I kind of stretch my legs out, and I feel what is a set of clothing that has been put there at the end of the bed by Caitlin. And as I watch her silhouette kind of leave the room, it's not a thought, it's more of a feeling. And that feeling is of comfort, of for so long, Clint and Arthur have been on the road. Shit, Arthur, I'm gonna owe him one real bad tomorrow or today. I don't know what day it is or what time it is, but with Caitlin, there's a sense of comfort and a feeling like I'm home. I'm not anywhere near home. I don't have anything like home. But in a weird way, I feel safe. And it's a feeling that has escaped me for quite a long time. And so
Awesome.
I pull the covers up over me and I flip onto my side and I go back to sleep.
Caitlin, you step out into the halls of the school. You'll notice that several of the guards are still posted at the doors, but they don't really stop you or try to take any action against you. For the most part, they just keep their eyes on you, but you're allowed to wander. As you step through the halls, making your way towards Harriet's office, it seems so silent, so weird. Just earlier today, this place had almost like that semblance of life. You could close your eyes and almost imagine yourself in a middle school with children, with teachers. And yet now it's just like this eerie halls that seem almost filled with ghost of memories. You begin to make your way towards the door that leads into Harriet's room. What do you do?
So the clothes I was able to already get. There's a sewing room with extra stuff, there's supplies. But there's something else that Caitlin needs Harriet to give her. I earned 2 heroism points when Clint shattered. I've already spent one to heal him. I am going to cash in the other to find a useful item. So I come in and um, apologize for taking so long. We didn't really get a chance to catch up. And I notice how tired Harriet is immediately. Let me help you. Let me help you with the get to bed.
You'll see that when you actually knock on the door to her office, she goes ahead. It takes her a moment. You hear like shuffling in the room in the office, and then she'll go ahead and open the door, and you'll see that she's like wearing a just like this tee, and for the most part, she's just like sitting on her chair, looking at you, a little bit tired. You'll see like bags under her eyes, and she's just like, ah, "I already saw you today. What else do you want tonight? Gotta let me sleep."
No, I will. I was just thinking if you needed help, I know how to do all of this, and I don't want it I don't want this knowledge to die with Tamra. I want to help you if I can.
It's You'll see that she goes ahead and looks at you for a moment, and she just kind of just like shakes her head, and she's like, Caitlin, it's fine. I don't need your help. I appreciate it. But you didn't come over here to help me. What'd you want?
Um, Jesse, she showed me where the spare clothes were kept, and yeah, it's it's a real operation you got here, and know that there isn't always enough to go around, but I saw Jesse and I saw a couple of your boys had them. Harriet, I'm gonna need a flak jacket, a new one, and I don't want you to give me the third degree, please.
You'll see that Harry just begins, she just smiles and then it breaks into like a small laugh. And she's just like, a new one. Hold on, let me go check. I believe one of the big retail stores are still available. I could buy you a fresh one. Oh, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be so insensitive. That's fine. I'll get you one.
Really? Just like that?
It's my way of making up for things.
Okay.
And if a flat jacket is all that it costs, I'll give you two.
I'll take one now, and if you still feel that way tomorrow, I'll take the other. How about that?
Ah, you're just pushing your luck there.
Thank you.
She goes ahead and nods. And you see as she lets out like a yawn and she goes, anyways, tomorrow, is there anything else?
No, I got a little project now. You'll hopefully see it tomorrow, but if you don't don't hold it against him. Okay.
I'm so tired right now. It's just like I could make a joke about this and just call him your lover boy, and I think I know
Stop.
which one we're talking about, but hey, you came to my door. I didn't come to yours.
I know that, look, there's things about me you don't know, and I was happy not to tell you. Love played you a rough hand. I've held those cards, so I let you make your jokes, but I'm sick of pretending, Harriet. It's not funny.
Caitlin, I've always told you, even before I left, I never understood why you could not see how amazing you are. You've always let yourself be dragged around by everybody else's opinion, and yet you never heard me. I don't think you ever heard Bug. So trust me, I know. And I'm not here to tell you otherwise. I'm not going to go ahead and give you that speech again where I'm just going to be like, oh my God, you're amazing. You're great. You're fantastic. If you can't see it, there's nothing I can do.
You've done a lot. More than you know, more than I'm able to speak. Maybe one day I will. I'm going to let you go to sleep now, but thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow, Harriet. I'll see you tomorrow.
Just do me one last favor, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Next time you come knocking at the door this late, bring like big old poster board cards and just write on them like Love Actually. I've always wanted to relive that scene.
Well, you have plenty of craft supplies. I can figure that out.
Good night,
Good night.
Caitlin.
Good night, Harry.
You'll see that as you begin to turn and walk away, like you catch her like in your peripheral, kind of just like looking at you for a moment, just smiling, and she shakes her head and then slowly closes the door.
Great. So, yeah, Caitlin will then get to work. Whenever Clint wakes up in the morning, there's the fresh clothes on the bed. The hoodie has been mended. Whatever acid damage has either been sewn closed or patched. Backpack is there. Flask has been collected. There's water and aspirin there for the hangover. Um, the flak jacket has the old press patch sewn on it where it's supposed to go. There's also a new pocket on the inside covering the heart. It's made from a section of fabric from the old flak jacket that had like an acid discoloration that Caitlin found to be particularly beautiful. The gun is in the holster on the flak jacket. It has been reloaded. The camera is cleaned with isopropyl alcohol and water. Lens is cracked. Nothing you can do about that. If you look at the door on the back of the camera, it's fine. You'd never know that the latch had broken unless you investigated it. And if you did, you would find a looped piece of duct tape inside, which is what's actually holding it closed. She will take some paper and some tape from the kids' craft supplies and write quarantine on it and tape that to the door. And after however many, couple hours or whatever that takes, very late night, early morning, Bug, would you be okay if Caitlin put her arm around you? Your character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
So then she will take a cot and put it right up alongside where Bug is sleeping, and then, big spoon her and sleep more soundly than she has since we left Newcastle.
Excellent. But that's a story for tomorrow. We still have one last story to tell this evening. The truck moves along, racing upon a path that it already knows. The drivers are all too familiar. Snow falls, and for the most part, you'll see that in this almost twilight playing around of the headlights as well as the darkness that surrounds you, you can almost think that again, or sorry, you can almost like close your eyes and see and imagine Arthur driving the car. You can almost feel and sense your comrades with you in that tight, small sedan. And for the most part, you could almost imagine that. But quickly, you hear that note in the back of your thoughts, Ezra. And looking over, you'll see Valinyen sitting there in the back seat of the truck. It doesn't take long. The journey is not too far from the location of the town. It's not too far from the middle school where you guys are at. Eventually, you see that the two individuals in the front of the car, a man by the name of Dusty and Mabel as well, kind of call back to Valinyen and says, "Yeah, this is where we found them. Jesse had brought us. We're scouting out. Look, there's the body." You'll see that the headlights fall upon the massive body of the crab-like creature. Valinyen doesn't say much, but you feel that timbre of sadness, that string that's plucked to denote lament. She turns over towards you. Ezra, and so, where is your song weaver?
Ezra just stares at the dead alien crab thing for a moment before answering. It has to be around there somewhere. Can I ask you a question first, though?
Of course.
That, for lack of a better term, beast, that crab thing, I'm not sure what the name of it is, was very violent. Is that its nature, or was it pushed to that?
There are things that my people have done that I am not proud of, and many of my people are not proud of. They are called the Viliani in our language, but in truth, their names are the Ikikmak. They were enslaved to my people. Their minds tormented, sought for the song to see if they can also weave. But their song never was born, and so, driven into madness, they are used as creatures of assault to destroy that of which we have interest to claim.
I wish I could say that wasn't troubling, but it is. It might bring you some comfort to know that slavery is not something owned wholly by your people. We have a long history of that as well, in a myriad of forms.
We, those not of the throne, have abolished and hate to enslave anything with the song. But sadly, our voices are too few. And so, when Nayana flew through the stars, we were held hostage against our own wills as well. You have to understand, we do not seek to bring harm to your people. We just sought refuge.
That's usually how it starts, and I'm not saying that as a criticism. It's just usually how it starts. It should be right over here. And Ezra will start kind of like kicking around the snow a little bit gently to see if he can find it buried in.
So, you have two options here.
Sure.
Search and survey. Search and survey, or harmonize with alien stuff.
Oh, we're definitely going to harmonize with alien stuff.
Yeah, because kicking the snow after snow continues to fall, and it's just like, yeah, it might be anywhere in this field. Have fun. It'll take you a couple of years.
4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're going to hear. So as you're searching, you come out, you begin to walk in the snow. You'll see that the guards go ahead and jump out of the truck as well. You'll see that in their hands they have weapons. Probably rifles, probably something a little stronger. For the most part, they just keep their eyes on you. They do not walk with you. They do not chase you. They allow you and Valinian to do whatever it is that you want to do. At this point, as you're kind of stumbling around, you try to hear that sound, that note that was played. It is the remnant of Gado. It is the remnant of her Songweaver. The problem is that it becomes distorted, very soft. You kind of have an inkling as to where it may be, but you know in the back of your mind that it is, for all intents and purposes, fading away. You'll see that Valinian stands next to you. The song. Heed it. Pay attention. Find it. It will tell you where it's at.
It's fading. It's like it's dying, Valinian.
Try harder. I know you can do it.
Ezra closes his eyes and furrows his brow in concentration, tilting his head ever so slightly as he tries to force his mind to open up to hear it stronger.
Kind of like the first time where you tried to concentrate, Ezra, trying to make some semblance of what this song is. It almost reciprocates that same instance the first time. You become quickly overwhelmed. Your head begins to hurt. You feel like your ears throbbing, and at this point, you can almost even sense blood coming out of them as you're trying to focus in. It is difficult for you. You are not one of them. Whatever gift has been bestowed upon you for whatever reason within this world, you're not one of them. But you begin to hear that string that Gato would have plucked. It sounds fading, but you can focus in, and with that, you begin to make steps, rushing towards the location you feel that the Songweaver is. You're going to be taking 1 damage. This is more a mental thing than anything else, but you throw yourself at the snow and begin to dig. And sure enough, there you'll find the apparatus, the Songweaver. You'll see that Valinyan stands next to you. The song is powerful. If you can learn to use it, you indeed would be unique amongst your people. There are probably others like you, but they have not yet found their song. Just understand, Ezra. The song can do many things, but it cannot create, it cannot bring life to things that are dead. It cannot remove the pain of the soul.
How can I have a song when I'm so lost?
You are lost in your mind because you doubt. But you hear the song. You know this to be true. Look. And you'll see that Valenyan goes ahead and assists you in placing once more upon you the Songweaver. And with this, she goes and she directs you to point the Songweaver towards the aluminum falcon.
Ezra does so.
Move it with your song.
Move it. Ezra looks at the Songweaver and begins running his fingers along it, almost as if it were like some kind of stringed instrument, and begins fingering a chord from that melody he played with the antlered beast earlier, just a few nights ago, I suppose, and begins honing in on those tones that he's hearing as he does it, playing it stronger and faster and more confidently until it becomes not just a chord but an entire melody.
Go ahead and do harmonize with alien stuff. I'll give you an additional roll on that.
Sweet. Big money. Big money. Oh, okay. 655441.
There we go.
So you're going to see that with the song, you don't know exactly what occurs. You don't know if it's vibration. Scientifically, you don't know what's happening. This is easy to stand and say, wow, magic. Because when the technology is way beyond your understanding, you automatically assume that it can't be possible. It has to be impossible. It has to be magical. It has to be ethereal. But you know that that's not true. You just don't understand how it actually functions, but it does. At this point, you're going to see that the aluminum falcon begins to lift up out of the snow brushing off. And at this point, you go ahead and as you're moving it with Valinyan's guidance, you're able to go ahead and bring the aluminum falcon down onto the ground on its wheels. You feel tired, exhausted. You'll see that Valinyan goes ahead and lays a hand upon you. You are quite talented. Most of our first years would not be able to do that. Believe in yourself, Ezra. And at this point, you'll see that she turns over towards the vehicle, and you'll see her song begins to play. Where yours was this beautiful melody, perhaps played by, quartet. Hers is a symphony that roars around you. And you're going to see that the aluminum falcon, the parts that fell off, uh, the hood, the window that's broken and cracked, the roof of the car almost begins to repair itself. And at this point, you'll see that Valenien says, "The song is made to do beautiful things, Ezra. It can and it should bring beauty to this world, peace and comfort. But sadly, as I have mentioned, there are many of those of my people who use it ill and bring not but destruction with it." And at this point, you'll see and you'll feel that sorrow once more from Valenien.
And Valinian can sense an echo of that same sadness as Ezra thinks about humanity.
Was that for me?
But I will say, Ezra, be wary, for when the song plays, when you weave it, others can hear it. And so we must go. Never stay too long in one place. Never allow the song to play too often. Use it only in the extreme measures. Do you understand this?
I understand. There are many who would not understand any of this. To quote a famous movie, keep it secret, keep it safe, right?
You'll see that she goes ahead and kind of just nods to that. You'll see that Valenien goes and turns and begins to head back towards the truck. You'll see that the soldiers, the two guards kind of standing there next to the truck, one of them has binoculars and kind of like looking out into the darkness, kind of keeping lookout. You'll see Mabel, standing there and just like, "Are you ready to go?" Valenien goes ahead and nods. And you'll see that she turns towards you.
I have one more question.
Yes.
Do you think there's any chance that I dare to hope that he's alive?
You'll see that Valenien looks at you for a moment. I cannot be so sure. The song does many things, Ezra. It cannot tell the future, nor can enlighten you in regards to the past. If you keep him in your heart, he will always be alive. But that's the only words I can offer in comfort.
I suppose that will have to do. I'm ready to go.
You'll see that she goes ahead, jumps into the truck, and the guards, Dusty and Mabel, go ahead and kind of move back towards the driver's and passenger side. And at this point, Ezra, you're looking at the aluminum Falcon, and it seems to be, again, you don't think you've ever seen it that good, to be honest.
Well, that'll be a peace offering.
Question is, do you want to try to drive it?
Slowly, gently, carefully. No more than 15 miles an hour. I don't care if it takes me 12 of them. Code 4, I don't have a dot and drive.
You'll see that the truck with Valenien takes off kind of slowly ahead of you, giving you a chance to catch up. They're never going to drive far enough that you won't be able to catch up with them. But you'll see that they do keep like a certain distance to make sure that they get some good, get moving along towards the school as quickly as possible.
Sure, and I like, and like just from a pragmatic standpoint, like if it's like an open road, like I imagine I could probably drive down an open road without too much difficulty, but I'm not doing any trick maneuvers or taking any chances, more or less. Is
No, for sure. But just remember, everything tends to be covered in snow. So even if it's an open road, it's one of those things where it's just like you have to be very careful driving even in snow. So,
totally. Yeah,
um,
I'm going slow as hell.
by the way, as soon as you turn on the car, the radio begins blasting. We are the champions.
Turn it
And
off.
at
I turn
that
it off
point,
immediately.
Back, baby.
How dare you?
We are
Let's
so
Let her
back.
sing.
I just had blood pouring out of my ears. That just sounds awful. No.
so at this point, yeah, you're gonna continue driving throughout the night, heading back towards the Washington Middle School. The only thing I will say, you're going to get that sense of fear where you're getting this from Valen Yen, and again, she's several yards in front of you, inside of another car, another truck. She has like a sense of fear as though she's looking back, and as you look in the rear view of the aluminum Falcon, off in the distance, you can see like little spots of purplish light, and at that point, you kind of realize, oh, they're looking for when that song played. And so it is
Mm,
kind of inherently true. Whenever the song plays, you're going to be drawing. Anyone that has a song is drawn to you as well.
noted. Thank you.
All right. And so we're back at Washington Middle. The lights in the building have that fluorescent glow that washes everything in a pale and strange light. At this point, you can hear footsteps in the halls. You begin to open your eyes. A headache, immeasurable, fills your head. You feel like it's like someone just had knocked you out. Thoughts are racing through your mind, trying to recall everything possible that you can remember. How did you get here? At this point, River, what's the last thing you remember?
I remember being chased. I remember headlights. And I remember a car of faces. But it's blurry.
You go ahead and you begin to get up, just feeling that desire to kind of get a sense of your surroundings, be aware of what's going on. You look around and it seems like a nurse's office. Were you at a nurse's office before? You don't really recall. You'll see that several cots have been situated within the nurse's office. You happen to be found on what looks like the only original bed here. And at this point, you'll see that again, there's like boxes, items, medical supplies, kind of all over the place here. You're looking and you'll see the door kind of leading, the threshold leading into this room. The door is open. There's a hall on the other side. You'll see like lockers belonging to, again, whatever children or teenagers or, whoever was going to this. Are you in a school? And at this point, you're going to see bright little blue eyes, this blondish hair, and you're going to see that this person has a coloring book that they're like trying to show people, and you're going to see that she's like looking right at you.
Do I know you? Did you go to camp? Where I'm? Where am I?
She goes ahead and you'll see that she looks at you startled for just a moment, and she goes, she's alive, ah, and she runs off down the hall. At this point, Arthur, you're going to feel Charlie just running into you, And at this point, she's like, "She's alive. I saw her. She was looking at me."
Whoa, 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 whoa! What are who's alive? What are we talking about here? Really?
Uh, you'll see that she's like, the lead, look her, and then she like opens up her book. And by the way, at this point, you'll see that most of the book is already colored over. Nothing matches what the coloring book actually wants it to be done. But you'll see that she stops on a page and is like all purples and browns and a little splash of red here and there. And she's like, "Look, it's her."
Ah, well, perhaps maybe just how about you take me to her? How about that?
She goes ahead and she clenches onto your pants, and then she's like, "You go first." That way, she points.
He'll walk, in that direction towards the nurse. Like he obviously kind of knows that who she's probably talking about, so he's just right time ahead. He'll head towards the
Yeah,
nurse.
the entire time, by the way, you're moving one of your legs, like probably your right leg. You'll feel her like
Yeah,
pulling back
given
on it, like.
the slight limp with a
So yeah,
anti brace on.
at this point, uh, River, you're startled that the little young girl kind of runs off, and within a few minutes, you'll see that this man comes in, and right behind him is the little girl with the blue eyes, kind of like looking at you and pointing right at you.
Sorry, I
Oh,
didn't mean to
well,
scare her. I just
no, she's just excited when we started chocolate breakfast. Don't worry about that. I'm just glad to see that you're up and around. You're feeling okay?
uh, better than I was, but everything's
Better
a
than
little fuzzy, to be honest.
yeah. Well,
We're
we didn't really get to.
Oh, you were in the car. You were uh, driving. I think I didn't get a
Well,
good look before I kind of threw myself in on top of a lot of people. If I yeah,
yeah, it's better than being eaten alive in most cases, I suppose.
and thank you for not hitting me and stopping and helping.
Yeah, the dismount didn't go as well as I hoped, but we made it one way or another.
Yeah,
We were picked up by a local group in the area, and they've done their best to get us back in shape. So if you're feeling hungry or need to,
uh,
well, whatever you need.
that would be wonderful. I'm I'm River. Um,
Oh, right. I'm Arthur. Uh, this is Charlotte. Sure, we'll
and
kind of introduce the rest of the gang as we go.
River is gonna like kind of crouch down and be like, "Thank you so much for going to get Arthur."
She ducks behind Arthur, trying to hide. And at this point, Arthur, you feel the tug at your pants once more. Ask ask her if she has chocolate.
You want chocolate? You ask her if she wants chocolate or if she has chocolate.
She goes ahead, and in reaction, she digs her face into your pants. But I'm scared.
Well, then we don't get chocolate.
I don't have chocolate, but I love it. You think we should go get some?
You'll see that she pokes her head from the side, and she's just like, "You love chocolate?
Oh, it's my favorite. It's been forever.
What's what?" Looks back towards Arthur. What type of chocolates are there?
Oh, darling, that is a long, long list, and maybe it's better to. You know what? It's a list that's better discovered than talked about. How about that?
You'll see that she turns over towards River, and she's just like, "Tell me the chocolates, all the chocolates."
Okay. There is chocolate with caramel. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
Oh, I knew you were good at. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna work.
She goes and
I'm
pulls on.
River.
She
Okay.
pulls on Arthur's leg real quick, and she's like, "What's cat?"
It's the one you had this morning. It has the
It's my favorite. And she comes out. She's like, "River, it's my favorite."
You want to see if they have any?
And looks up at Arthur. Can we go see if they have any?
yeah. Why don't you show her where to go to get some food and hopefully some chocolate?
You'll see that she kind of turns towards River, and at this point, for the first time ever, Arthur, you'll see that she kind of lets go of your pant legs and is like really enthusiastic. And she goes and grabs River's hand, and she goes, "Let's go, let's go. I want to find chocolate.
You lead
Is
the
there more
way here.
chocolate?"
There's white chocolate. That's really
I
sweet.
love white chocolate. It's my favorite.
Oh, it's pretty good. And dark chocolate and milk chocolate and toffee with chocolate and brownies. Oh, it's been so long.
Every time you announce a new chocolate or any variation of chocolate, Charlotte's going to look at you, stop wide open. Her eyes are just looking at you, and she's excited. And she says, "Whatever it is, it's my favorite." And at any time that Arthur's nearby, she'll walk over and just like kind of question, "What is white chocolate?" And just like, again, it's just a back and forth, but she will tug you along as she leads you into the hall.
You really know your way around here. You're like the boss, right? That's that's what is clearly you're the boss.
"No," she says, "I'm not boss. No, I
Oh,
art.
okay.
I art.
Hmm.
Arthur says I do good art."
Can I see? I saw that you had a coloring book, but
She pops open oh, she does not need a prompt at this point. She opens up the coloring book. You're looking at just a mixture of colors, all of them homogeneously coming together on this one sheet of paper, and she will tell you the most detailed story on each page. Here is Clint. This is that one time that, Caitlin, slapped Clint, or this is the one time that Bug was fixing the car and something blew up, and this is some time that, and it's just like all these stories, and it's just like, for the most part, she goes on and on and on about these things as you're walking around. So River, I'm going to give you an option. You have a
yes.
lot of fine folk to look at, to talk to introduce yourself to. I'll let you choose who you want to talk to next.
Let's do.
And Arthur, by the way, you can be walking behind them totally fine.
Yeah, Arthur would have kind of gotten up and went and done things like found I can't remember his name and we didn't write it down, but the nose to nose argument. Mr. Can't say please.
Whiskey?
Kind
Whiskey.
of whiskey, thank you. And had a conversation and I think his one of his missions besides making sure Charlotte was good and a breakfast and everything. And if you want me to spend a heroism point for it to make it successful, I will. But he would have been asking around for a pack of smokes.
You know what? You'll see that Whiskey goes ahead, and when you're asking around, there's a certain hesitation. But you'll see that Whiskey comes out, and he's just like, "Look, no hard feelings." And with that, you'll see he flips open his little pocket on his jacket, goes ahead, pulls out a pack of Marlboros, and you'll see that there's only like 6 cigarettes inside of it left. He goes, he's like, "Here you go," and there's a lighter inside of it too.
Appreciate it. Hope you understand the I don't know, the need to protect sometimes gets a little out of hand.
He looks
I
around, and
appreciate
he's
that.
just like, he just looks around, and he's just like, "Yeah, I know exactly what you mean." He'll grab your hand and shake it. But aside from that, River, and again, if Arthur wants, Arthur could be right behind you as well to introduce you guys. Feel free to jump in,
Yeah,
Arthur.
I
It's
mean,
up to you.
yes, Arthur will
Uh,
go in and would follow them if
but yeah,
whenever that happened, if that was before him. But he would go in with them to the area.
But River, it is morning. People are gathering. You hear like a commotion coming from the cafeteria. You'll see that there are several tables in the center, cots all around. People had, these are their rooms or quarters. You'll see children kind of sitting down and eating and talking. And for the most part, you'll see that people are kind of, mingling, talking to each other. And for the most part, again, after the 2 months war, this is the semblance of a society. This is a semblance of people that are kind of coming together to help each other out, and it's something that you probably haven't experienced in a long time.
Yeah, I think there's a moment walking into that room with all those people that River stops and is probably pulled along a little bit by Charlotte, and it's overwhelming. Uh, she doesn't want it to happen again, and she takes a breath and just looks down and smiles at Charlotte and is like, "Okay, what about that chocolate? Let's go get something to eat."
She will immediately drag you towards the cafeteria, like towards where they're actually serving like breakfast, and she's more than happy to go ahead and lead you in that direction. But who would you like to meet?
I think maybe Bug and Caitlin are probably up and about together. Maybe.
Caitlin is going to be sleeping in, so it really depends on what
Great.
time of morning. If it's like breakfast time, probably not, because she stayed up super late and that was a very draining day. So she's just out for a
Is
while.
Bug is Bug up?
Bug is up and hungry.
Yeah, perfect.
So at this point, you're kind of getting into line, and you'll see that Bug is standing there in line as well, kind of getting her breakfast. And Charlie kind of like walks up and stops and says, River, do you know who that is?
Oh, no, but you seem like you really like them. Who is that?
Sheila.
Oh, well, why don't we go say hi?
You'll see that like Charlie goes ahead and walks over towards Bug and then pulls on the back of Bug's pant legs and just kind of like, Bug, Bug.
Bug was in the process of serving herself a big old mound, caring of whether it was too much or too little. She'll look down and be like, Charlotte, good morning.
Good morning. I found someone that loves chocolate.
Oh yeah, and
Uh,
I'll look up towards River. Oh my gosh, you're awake.
yes, you were in the car. Thank you. I'm River, by the way. We
Hi.
didn't
Are
really
you
get a
extending
chance.
your hand?
Yeah.
I'll take your hand and like pull you in for
I
a
feel
hug
like
and
Bug
like
would
slap
ask
your
that.
back.
I feel
Yeah.
And once again, I think like there's that second of startled, and then um, River returns that hug, maybe like a second longer than Bug was intending.
Mm. She's like, okay, yeah, that's that's great.
Uh,
What's your name?
a River. I know it was a crazy night. But thank you. Charlotte
Of
here
course.
has been showing me around kind of so far. She knows her way around. It's like she's been here for her entire life.
I'll look down at Charlotte, and give her a smile and be like, yeah, this place has been pretty great for her.
You'll see at this point, Charlotte is not even really paying attention to either of you. At this point, Charlotte's already like on the ground, flipping another page and starting to color once more. And she's just trying to fill in the page a lot more with colors. And at this point, she's just like, and River likes chocolate, and this is River, and she's meeting Bug. And it's just like, again, just doodling all over the page.
So, number one, that food looks great. It looks better than anything I've had. uh, so I'm assuming y'all were traveling together for a while, or
Yeah, for a long while, and before we kind of we kind of came along. We were doing pretty good. Had our run-ins here and there, but yeah. But always happy to help, it seems.
So I'm not the first uh,
Nope.
kind of
Nah,
hitchhiker you've picked up.
nah.
Okay.
Oh
Makes me
no,
feel
I'm
a little
happy you're
better.
alive though.
Yeah. Tell, so am I. Though
Yeah.
I can't really remember everything that happened. I remember some sort of creature chasing me, and then y'all, and it's kind of fuzzy after that. So
Ah, yeah. Yeah. What do you like? Do you like, have you eaten?
no, I
I'll
am.
tell you all about it. Cause here, take my plate, and I'll just shove it at her, and I'll turn around and start piling food on another plate. Like, well, we kind of got attacked by a crab-like thing, and you kind of, do you remember? That's what happened, and then the car flipped over, and there was a bomb, and uh, missing.
That is a lot that must have happened when I don't know. I was really exhausted. My bump my wow.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. At this point, I'm gonna reach over for the hot cocoa, and I'm serving the 2 cups, and I'll hand over to you. Like, here you go.
And I will take that hot cocoa and I will kneel down to where Charlotte is and be like, "Thank you so much for bringing me to meet everyone." Yeah.
You'll see that she's like mindlessly just drawing at this point. She's like, yeah. Chocolate is great. I want to try out chocolate with white chocolate and dark chocolate. And right now she's just marking off every flavor of chocolate. She's not, by the way, she's just writing this,
Yeah.
but it's not
Okay.
coherent.
Charlotte, have you had hot chocolate?
You'll see that she kind of looks up towards you and she's just like, it comes in hot.
Oh yeah. And I'll take a sip and then like give it to her and be like, "Blow on it though. It's like real hot."
You have never seen a child in seventh heaven, but at this moment, kind of goes ahead, takes a quick drink out of that hot chocolate, and you'll see that she's like looking at this, and it's just like a dragon with a hoarded treasure in its claws. And at this point, you're not getting that cup back. No matter what you do, it
Yeah.
now belongs to Charlotte.
Yeah. And I'll get back up and be like, "Okay, please, let's sit. I I I just want to talk to someone. It's been a while."
Sure. Come on, let's go. We'll find a place to sit. Can I see Arthur? Is he getting food?
Yeah, I mean, as Charlotte brought you around, he just kind of would have sat back and watched and sat at a table or wherever. It's kind of a seating area. Kind of
Okay.
just waited.
I'll look around, and if I can notice that Arthur's there, I'll go towards where he's sitting, and I'll be like, come on, River, let's go meet everyone else.
Yeah, so Ezra and Clint, what are you guys doing this morning?
Ezra, you first.
What is Ezra doing? Probably sleeping when he gets back. Because I imagine that's a long drive.
Oh, for sure. But you would have gone there by like, late at night. So at this point, you would have kind of gone ahead. They would have led you to a cot, giving you a chance to go to sleep.
How many hours has it been?
Let's say it would have been like about 7 to 8 hours.
Okay. Still irresponsible at all. So Ezra is groggy with the towel around his neck and a plastic bag with like a half used bar of soap, a toothbrush with foil covering the top of it, and like some travel like shampoo of some sort that he's probably scrounged up, looking for a shower and potentially a cup of coffee.
So is Ezra stepping into the cafeteria, just kind of like with his little handbag of bath supplies, looking for a cup of coffee first?
Yeah. Hair
I
not
will
brushed.
give you. I will give you. I will give you a heroism point if Ezra carries around with him his bathrobes, and he literally is in his bathrobes. I will give you one.
100% as
I will give it to you.
but it's very much like
I will sweeten. Look, you don't even have to argue with me. I'll sweeten the deal. I'll give everybody a heroism point if Ezra just walks in his bathrobes and he has his like Luffy and he has like loofah whatever and he has like the bar
House
soap
slippers, just
and
going.
and just like looking for a cup of coffee.
think gay Big Lebowski. And that's the vibe.
Oh yeah.
That's immediately what I was thinking of. So that's great. Good.
It's like probably
So-
like a pink bathrobe, like very plush, with like some ratty shorts, some like t-shirt from the elementary school field day that has like 800 stains on it, and a sock half down, one pulled up, and house slippers.
At this
Headband in
point,
the hair.
you step into the cafeteria and you're going to see the several like again long tables that are normally situated in cafeterias and schools kind of assembled in the center, and you're going to see kids and the other adults that are here kind of eating and enjoying their breakfast, talking amongst themselves. And you'll see that on one of the tables off to the distance you're going to see that Arthur is sitting there. Bug is approaching. You're going to see Charlotte, and you're also going to be seeing River.
Ezra walks up to the table and digs in the pocket of his bathrobe and tosses Arthur a set of keys. We got wheels. Oh, you're awake. Welcome to, well, I wouldn't say this is paradise, but welcome.
Ezra,
Thanks.
River, Ezra.
River, I like that name.
Thank you. Got it as a gift.
Where can a gentleman get a cup of coffee around here?
You
I
can
am
get hot
probably the
cocoa.
wrong person to ask. Yeah, hot cocoa seems to be flowing. So
They have hot cocoa
Arthur
here?
will kind of point over to like the breakfast line, to like where I assume like the hot spots would be. He'd be like, what do you mean we have wheels? These are the
Mm-hmm.
aluminum Falcon.
Mm-hmm. Don't say I never gave you a present. Presents! River! Gift! Yes! Excellent. My guitar is gone, though. That sucked. Anyway.
I'm sure we can work on that.
Ezra wouldn't know because he was passed out. Arthur, you would know. We've got it. We've got everything.
Oh. However, I guess there are more gifts because your guitar does still exist.
Oh.
Good tidings for everyone.
Comfort and joy, I suppose. Wait. What's the date today? No matter. Anyway. Time is an illusion. Hot cocoa, you said. I'll take some of that. And Ezra will squeeze into the table and set his coffee mug down. World's okayest teacher.
Mouthful, I'll say, Arthur, have you met River, Arthur?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're old friends at this point.
No, we just re-met, but it's not real. I don't know her.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You'll see that Charlie walks over towards Bug and kind of like grabs Bug by the elbow, tugging in and trying to get her attention. And she holds up the cup and she has like chocolate all over her mouth. And she kind of holds it up towards Bug and goes, I have more.
Bug will look down at her and be like, heck yeah, give it here. And do a high five to her.
Oh, she will definitely give you a high five. And at this point, she'll stop and kind of like look across the table, look at Ezra for a moment, and then look back towards Bug and just whisper, "Who's the old woman?"
Wait, she whispered what?
Who is the old woman?
Referring to.
And like she's pointing, like she's
Ezra's
trying to like
wardrobe.
pointing towards Ezra at this point.
I'll look at her and I'll look at Ezra and I'll whisper to her. I'll just whisper to her, "Don't worry about her," and I'll grab her and go towards the hot cocoa.
Oh, she's gonna definitely follow you. She is literally your tail at this moment. Like as you're walking by, you're going to notice her coloring books on the floor. The crayons are kind of like scattered around the coloring book, and at this point, she's abandoned that. Right now, she's on a new mission in life. She has purpose.
And I'll just be whisper talking to her and be like, "That's Ezra's alter ego. We don't talk to her when she's like this."
You'll see that she kind of like nods towards you, trying to like almost showing that she understands. She goes, "What's an alter ego?"
It's when you're like yourself, but different.
She looks
And I'll
up
just
at
keep
you.
pulling her on.
Oh, she'll look up at you right now, and she's just like wide eyed, and she goes like with this understanding, like chocolate. That's it. That's it. So, Clint, what are you up to? How do the others find you?
Oh man, Clint. We find Clint sitting at the end of his bed with his head kind of between his his head held up by his hands, which are on his knees, and he's ducked over. He has just absolutely consumed the gift of life that was the glass of water that was right next to the bed. It was like the first thing. He's like, "Oh, sweet God, yes." And he drinks it, but in his has knocked the aspirin aside, not even knowing that it's there. He just kind of like went for it, and he's trying to get his whole life together in the next 30 seconds. And based on the way his head hurts, it doesn't seem like it's going very well. He looks over to the side of him and sees the clothing left behind. He pulls up and he lifts up the shirt to find a black shirt with the writing "Counting Crows, August, and everything after" on the front of it. Kind of wrinkles his nose and is like, "That's like what my parents listened to. What is it?" Never, you know what? Never mind. He puts the shirt on and he starts to get himself dressed and get himself situated. He manages to do so, taking note of all of the repairs that have been done to his clothes, the care that has been taken to find a new flak jacket for him. These all bring a smile to his throbbing head, and it kind of pierces through it. And for a moment, he like glances over his shoulder, seeing Caitlin snoring soundly, sleeping, and he smiles a bit. And he continues to get ready. He's going to do two things before he gets up to head out to the room to find out what happened and begin on his trek to make amends for everything that happened last night. He's got to talk to a few people, but the first thing he's going to do is he looks over and he sees the camera, the one thing that he has had throughout his journey, looking at the lens and seeing it cracked. It's been repaired as best as it can be, but with the crack in the lens, he's worried that it won't take pictures right ever again. And he then has the thought, and he remembers that there hasn't been film in the camera since he met up with Arthur. And he realizes that it doesn't really matter. And he thinks about all the photos that he's taken, which leads him down to his backpack, where he unzips the front, where we find inside the front pouch, we find 4 canisters of 35 millimeter film, completely done but unprocessed. And he reaches inside and he grabs the other thing that's in there, and it's a collection of dog tags 5 of them in total, wrapped on a loop. And he picks those up, trying to keep it quiet so he doesn't wake Caitlin up, and they are noticeably noisy. And he stuffs them in his back pocket with a new sense of determination. And he is going to quietly make his way out of the room. Kind of as he's strapping on the flak jacket and feeling the familiar tightness of the armor against his chest and seeing the word press written on the front. He pulls the ratty flannel that has seen better days over top of everything, and he makes his way into the kitchen towards the sound of everybody bleary eyed, desperate for a pair of sunglasses, only to be met with a cacophony of noises, of people, of scraping metal and forks against plates and chattering. And he kind of squints as he takes it all in. And his natural instinct is to reach for the flask in his back pocket, but he knows the power of the drink that they had acquired earlier and thinks better of it. Maybe just a coffee. We'll start with that. He looks over the crowd, and I think he's probably going to see Arthur before he sees anybody else, though he does take note of Ezra in all his bathing glory. And he's gonna, as he approaches, he's gonna kind of give Ezra a kind of a gentle whack on the back. Nothing hard, just kind of like a playful pat. And he goes, "God, I love your style," and approaches the rest of the group. Seeing Arthur, he kind of doesn't smile, but gives him kind of like a neutral state and kind of nods real quick before he takes over the rest of the group. He goes, "Morning, everyone. Arthur, might I have a word?"
There's a
Oh,
dog barking, so I had to
oh,
mute, but
oh, privately, yeah. I'm gonna go take a shower. Enjoy. And Ezra will get up and leave the table.
Arthur will stand up. And is Bug on her way back, or is she still? Are they back at the table with Charlotte?
We could be on the way back.
Oh, I mean, he would just point and be like to the chocolate in Charlotte's hands and say, "You're dealing with that," and then he'll head out to the hallway.
Yeah. Um, Arthur kind of pulls, or I'm not Arthur, you're Arthur. Clint pulls Arthur into the hallway real quick and kind of sheepishly looks up at him and kind of they have a I would think that they have a bit of an understanding, but there's still something that needs to be said. So he says, scratching the back of his head, he's like, "Listen, about about last night, uh, I don't intend to say I'm sorry, but I do intend to say that I was wrong. Uh, and I I made a mistake. I acted too brashly. Probably had a little bit too much to drink, and I just want to know if there's anything I can do to make it right with you, Arthur."
Well, I guess that depends. If you're going to forget where your trust should be, you know damn well I ain't ever going to ask you to trust them. And you should know damn well that I don't either. But I do expect you to trust me to have your back and not let anything happen if that's the case.
I can definitely do that, Arthur.
And just remember that right now the scoreboard's at 0. Whether or not the scoreboard continues on in the future is up to you. Then he'll reach into his pocket and push a pack of cigarettes in your chest and walk back into the cafeteria.
He smiles coyly, and puts one puts one behind his ear and one to his lips, not actually lighting it yet because I don't think they allow smoking in here. I don't know what the smoking policy is of in the post-apocalypse. We're probably all inhaling all sorts
middle
of
school.
Yeah.
We're back to the 70s. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm not sure
There's a
how
smoking
everyone
room.
feels. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how everyone quite feels about it yet, but the comfort that comes from having a more the smooth taste of a cowboy killer between his lips is comforting. He's going to then fish out a cup of coffee from anywhere, somewhere, not getting in line in any sense of the word. Is just going to kind of butt his way through wherever he needs to go.
Just real quick, before Arthur and Clint are done, give me a search and survey, both of you.
Oh shit, that's going to be easy because it's 1d6.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully roll a 6.
Oh man. 4.
4.
You're going to see, as you're standing right outside the hall, like this is the main hall, you're standing there having this conversation. Arthur, you're about to turn. You're already going to make your way in. At this point, Clint is already pulling out the cigarettes, putting one behind his ear. You're going to hear the sound of footsteps coming down the hall, heading towards the principal's office. You'll see that several of the individuals leading them is actually Whiskey, kind of moves quickly and with purpose, something you haven't seen them really do, aside from the fact that they were trying to, when they were trying to detain you. They're making their way towards the principal's office. With that, they go ahead. You'll see that the principal's office opens up. You're going to hear a blast of static. In the next instance, you're going to hear Harriet's voice kind of saying, D. Ross, come over. D. Ross, are you there? Over. And at this point, you're going to hear one of the guards kind of talk and say, what happened? And you're going to hear Harriet say, they're gone. They're gone. And at this point, we are going to be taking a quick break.
Hey.
No.
Yeah.
Who's
It's
gone?
going to be all right. fantastic. I will pull myself away from the tofu mayo.
I think that got in the audio, and I sure
Tofu
hope it did.
mayo.
I promise viewers this will be out in just a minute. All the talk about cigarettes made me fiend real hard, and I'm not on the wagon anymore. I fell off the wagon about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and I'm not happy about it. Okay.
So basically, sure, we got Clint to think about, just to think all about that.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
We are back though, Charn.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you were still smoking cigarettes.
I realized after I transitioned it in that I still had it lit. I'm very embarrassed about it. Although I think
this is a smoking show.
I think I did smoke on the show like 2 weeks ago, and I felt real kind of way about it.
If anything, last week our show literally pushed us on the over M18 kind of, suggestion for the show. So I think we're good. So yeah, at this point, you're going to see several of the individuals running towards the principal's office. You're going to hear the sound of a static radio. At this point, you're going to hear the voice of Harriet kind of calling over for D. Ross and someone saying what happened, and Harriet responds, "They're not there. They're not responding." It's up to Arthur and to Clint to decide what they want to do with that information.
I think the two of us make eye contact once again because we were both eavesdropping.
Yeah. Well, I suppose one of us should make sure that everything's okay.
I suppose I owe this little community a little something.
Well, he'll just nod that way and head down the hall.
All right. Go do something stupid.
You begin to edge your way closer towards the principal's office. At this point, you'll see that the hall kind of just like, it's almost like leading you purposefully to that direction. There's no other place to go. You'll see that the door at this point now is closed, and you're going to hear again people talking behind that door, muffled coming through, but you hear that they're engaging in conversation. And it seems as though it's like a desperate conversation. At this point, you're standing in front of the door. What do you guys do?
I reckon we're not supposed to be overhearing.
Yeah, I suppose we would knock at that point to not be rude.
You'll hear the door. You'll hear the sound of someone like walking behind the door, and at this point, the handle shakes and stirs, and you'll see that they kind of jolted open. And in the next instance, the door opens up ever so slightly. You're going to see Whiskey standing there, kind of looking out towards you.
And I look up at it's still kind of maybe the last person I wanted to see. And then what Whiskey sees is his cigarettes, one in my mouth and one behind my ear.
Morning. He doesn't even seem to notice it at this point. He's just like looking straight forward and just looking at you guys with a serious look, or serious demeanor. And he comes on. He's just like, "If you need Harriet at this moment, she is indisposed."
No, we just noticed a commotion and wanted to make sure that if you needed a hand in anything, that we'd be willing to do so.
I suppose that I owe you folks for my behavior yesterday. Couldn't help but overhear a bit of a commotion. And, well, I reckon at least Arthur and I are willing to help. I can't speak for the rest of our group, but I'm sure you could use a little hand around here.
You'll see at this point that Whiskey kind of looks towards Clint. And again, you'll see that this man, much older, he has grays on the sides of his head. You'll see that he has kind of like that look of someone who has seen enough in his life to take him to the tombstone with it. And he kind of like looks at Clint with these heavy eyes, and he's just like, "At this point, I don't know if you can help or if you want to get yourself involved. it'd be best you go back to your company, hang out with them.
Well,
He's not directly saying no. He's not directly saying no, but I will say a bit of a talk it out should win him over.
And I was hoping to see. Wait, before we do a talk it out, if you would allow me, can I do a quick scan of the room and see if there's so Whiskey is the muscle around here. That much is certain. But he's probably not the one in charge. Would that be a fair assumption?
Yes,
Who is it? Harriet that's in charge?
Harry would be in charge.
Is Harriet in the room?
At this point, the door is not ajar enough for you to see like fully inside, but you do hear her voice carry through. And again, it sounds frantic. She's calling. She's like, you can tell that she's on some sort of like ham radio. She is trying to connect with someone. Static comes in, and at this point, it's desperation. She's just like, D, D, answer me. And again, you just hear that silent static coming back. You'll hear like other voices. Some might be familiar to you. Mabel would probably be one of those voices. What does this mean? And you'll see that Harriet just kind of answers like, I don't fucking know what it means. What it means is that they're not answering. And if they're not answering, then it means that they must have been found out. And you'll see that this conversation is being had. And again, you're capturing this like little tidbits here and there. It's not that they're purposely blaring it out.
Right. Well, since I haven't met Harriet, I would like to plead my talk it out case to Harriet kind of around Whiskey. You know, if I could, I would like to speak out loud and say, you know, if you need to find out what's happening on the other side of that radio there, sure would be a perfect thing for a group of people of relative unknowns to your company or to your school here. And what's there to lose, right? And because I am having a friendly social interaction with someone that who oh shit, she probably has heard of me. Damn it! I was meeting for the first time. I was trying to sneak away an extra 1D, but I can't do it because Harriet has probably heard of me. So it'll just be 5D6 instead of 6D6.
I mean, I'll give you an additional D6 because Arthur's there. So,
all right, thank you, Arthur. And then I'll use another heroism
Always.
point for a total of 7D6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6, 6.
I mean, I'll take it. This is when you finally get multiple sixes. Whatever. We'll take it as a win.
We were gonna. The worst part is we're probably just gonna go anyway, even if they told us not to.
Yeah, we were.
At this point, you're going to hear like Whiskey is going to be standing there, kind of like looking at you. And at this point, you'll see that Clint's trying to get his point across, over Whiskey. And in the next moment, you're going to hear someone toss something. You're going to hear like this plastic hitting something, and at this point, you're going to hear Harriet from inside, like, Whiskey, who's ever at that door, whoever they are, just let them in. They've already heard enough. What is it that you want? You'll see that Whiskey goes ahead and with a nod, just opens the door wide. At this point, you're going to see that several of the individuals or guards of this location kind of are standing there. Kind of all of them have this almost like concerned and worried look upon them. You'll see that Mabel, you kind of recognize her. She's kind of like looking over towards Harriet. Harriet, right now at this point, is sitting behind her desk, her ham radio turned on. You'll hear the static coming out. You'll see that the receiver she tossed it towards the ham radio. That's what made the noise. And at this point, she is just like full on frustration. And she just kind of sees both of you walk in at this point. She's just like, okay, so you're here. What are you planning on doing then? It seems like you wanted to offer to help.
Yeah, it's not what I want, Harriet. It's what you need. And you need someone to go find out what happened on the other side of that radio.
What I need. So far, you've come into my house and just caused a problem, a ruckus, if I should add. And on top of that, you made Harriet cry. Sorry, Harriet. You made Caitlin cry. Oh yeah, I know that. I know what you did. And the only person here that seems to be like on the up and up is that guy pointing towards Arthur.
Well, Harriet, it's part of the reason that we're here. Is that sometimes when things get out of hand, you got to make amends. You've got a lot to take care of. And as much as you were speaking of the past, present has an issue right now, and him and I, unfortunately, have a knack for getting in and out of stupid pretty good.
Real good. Real stupid.
You see that Harriet is just bubbling with frustration. And yet, in that intense moment where she's about to just say something, about to just erupt, her shoulders slump and she goes ahead. And you see her almost like surrender to the facts. And she's just like, I'd be dang stupid not to accept it.
Got a map?
She comes out and you'll see that she opens up one of the drawers, pulls out a map, lays it down on top of the table. You'll see that Whiskey and someone like even Mabel kind of hesitate, kind of like, you know, Harry, we can do this. Like, no. Let them. They offered. And you'll see that she goes ahead and you're going to see a highway. You'll see that this highway is actually going towards what would be St. Louis. And at this moment, you'll see that you'll notice that St. Louis is kind of circled around, and you're going to see other circles kind of denoting the locations where these pods have fallen. At this moment, she comes out and she's like, they take any individuals that they find to these locations. Actually, you weren't that far from one of them. And you'll see that she marks it on the map where you would have had that run in with River. And it kind of like assumed, like, you know, River was running away from something. Chances are is that River was probably running away from that location, those pods. And at this point, she's just like, Dee is the one who kind of leads us all. She's the person behind Mercana. The only thing, though, is that her station is over here, and you'll see that she kind of points on the map. So looking at the map, you'll see this town. You'll see that right towards the south end of the town, where the highway kind of passes by, is Washington Middle School. And then you'll see that she traces a finger, and there's another school, like several, like a mile or so away, 2 miles away. And that school is kind of like the base of operations, kind of connecting. And you'll notice that there's other locations that are connected on this map of where these survivors are all gathering. And you'll see that Harriet makes mention. She goes, they've been finding us, ratting us out, sniffing us out, and being able to take us one by one. And at this point, I don't think we're going to be able to survive much longer. If D's taken, that means that we're probably one of the last ones left.
Well, and Clint puts his hands on the table and kind of leans in a little bit. I happen to know a thing or two about those thermoses. And if this gives me an opportunity, take one of them out, well, I'll do it for free.
Technically, we're already in debt. Just saying.
Shut up. Shut up, Arthur. Literally says that over his shoulder. Shut up, Arthur.
She goes ahead and she's just like, I'd appreciate your help. Although I will say this, if you feel the need to leave, and she looks straight at Clint on this one, if you feel that you have to leave for Caitlin's sake, for Bug's sake, She points at the map, and you'll see the highway splits. And at one point, the highway goes further south towards the Oakville Bridge. At this point, she says, "It's not fortified, it's not defended. You can easily cross over towards another region, get out of this place, get towards one of the other states, continue on your trip heading west. I don't care what happens to me. I care about these people. I'm going to have them all evacuate. There's nothing further to do here. But if you need to make your way out there, that's another option."
Well, the good thing about Bug and Caitlin is they are both strong people in their own right, and they can make their own decisions. I respect the fact that you want me to protect them, but in fact, they're the ones protecting me. But with all that said and done, I think we'll go get into a little bit of trouble. Nothing like a little bit of good trouble.
You'll see that Harriet goes ahead and kind of offers a smirk. It's always the bad boys.
I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but seeing as now that I've got one, I've got us even again. We'll take care of your problem for you. I think we'll just need a car. This seems like not walking distance.
You'll see that she goes ahead and she kind of looks over towards Whiskey. And I do apologize, Arthur. She like automatically just says this and goes,
Hey, you're good.
give them one of the trucks and give them whatever they need. And you'll see that Whiskey kind of hesitates for a moment. You'll see that he opens up another pocket, pulls out a set of keys, and tosses them towards you.
I snatch them out of the air, superhero like, and I miss. And they fall to the ground, and I have to quickly grab them back up. But then I stand back up and assume my debonair form, and I go, appreciate it. Don't you worry. We'll find out what happened to. And I'm going to glance over at Arthur, hoping that Arthur caught the name of the person.
Yeah, we'll get D.
D. We will help your people, and D. We'll find your leader.
One letter.
Yeah. What he said. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and get this taken care of. Yeah. You should probably leave first. Because it's done now.
You'll see that she's just like looking at you both, and she's just like, "I'm sorry, you want me to leave?"
Oh, right. I'm in your office. I haven't had coffee yet. Do you have coffee here? Not here physically, but like in the compound somewhere.
Okay, there's a door.
Come on.
Just everything you tried to say right now, everything heroic and with that false bravado that you have, clearly is melting away. Stop talking. Don't embarrass yourself anymore. The door's right there.
I feel like more like I've come out even, and I'm gonna smile and tip my invisible cap and make my way out.
So at this point, Arthur, you'll see that Clint walks out. Arthur, you're heading out as well.
Oh yeah, sorry. He was already kind of turning to go. Head towards
Gotcha.
Yeah, the hallway. Anyway.
All right. At this point, you'll see that Whiskey kind of follows right behind you, specifically Arthur, not Clint. And he comes on and he just says, "Whatever you need, let us know. We got a few weapons, some subtle, some not so subtle. Just be careful out there."
I think we need a little bit of both if we're going to make it, try to make it disappear. Or at least bring
For
it
sure.
down, so if you have anything like that that's already prepared, I'm sure we have ways of making it even a little bit more capable.
At this point, he goes ahead and he's just like thinking about it. And he goes, "I might have something. Although, you sure you want to do this?
Look, we're two of us anyway are heading in a direction we're not even sure is there. So whatever grace I earn, no matter how stupid it is along the way, is, well, it's really all I can ask for. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty sure.
You see that he kind of stops for a moment, allowing Clint to just walk off a distance before he kind of turns towards you once more, Arthur, and he's just like, you don't have to do this. I know your friend there talks, but think about your child. If anything goes awry, you'd be leaving her alone. And personally, I know this from experience, and it hurts.
Yeah, so do I. But I would never leave her alone. And I'll make sure that's taken care of no matter what the decision is.
You'll see he nods to you once more time. He's not going to try to further convince you. He's just going to say, don't be a hero for a goddamn suicide run. We don't need more heroes.
I'm just a hero for a guy that talks a lot of shit.
You'll see he smirks, and at this point he goes, and with that he just nods, and then he walks off. And yeah, you'll see that he's going to go get you whatever armaments you need to get yourself well equipped. All right. At this point, Clint and Arthur, where do you guys go? Who do you talk? Who do you gather?
Well, this point, everybody's. I assume we are just making our way back towards where I saw the rest of the crew. Has Caitlin showed up yet?
She's not there.
Okay. And I'm going to approach the group. Ezra's is still in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm allowed to use that much hot water, absolutely. If not, it would have been like a 10-minute shower.
Ezra wouldn't ask. He'd just be like, I'm here until it runs out. I don't give a fuck.
Many blessings upon Ezra. I love that. So it's just Bug and River at this point. And Caitlin, obviously.
Yeah. Caitlin is sleeping there. You know where to find her. And yeah, it would be River and Bug.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna wake Caitlin up. She's had a rough couple of days, much like everybody else. And if she wants to sleep, she could sleep a little bit. She'll come to eventually.
I just love this really important decision. It's just like, no, we'll let Caitlin sleep in it. Don't worry about it.
Don't wake Caitlin. That's for sure.
We'll be back after this is all done.
We'll leave her alone. Ah, she'll join us. She's a strong, independent person. She can make her own decisions. But I think I'm going to now approach Bug and River, even though I don't know River's name yet. But I'm just going to refer to you as River. But coffee cup in hand, and it's a yellow mug with a "Kiss the Librarian" on it, but it has blood coming down the side of it. If those in the know would know. But he's going to approach the three of you, and he's going to go, "Oh, shit, you made it." And he's looking right at River. Well, look at that.
Oh, you were you were there, too.
Yeah.
Hi.
I was the one screaming in agony with acid dripping all over me, I think.
That is sounding familiar.
Yeah.
You were definitely in the back, I think, with me on top of you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a little awkward at first. That's okay. I feel like I owe you an apology.
Oh, no. We're even. I'm River, by the way.
Clint McCarthy, and he's going to take your hand and give it a firm shake. I see you've met Bug already.
Yeah, I met everyone except Caitlin. Seems to be in bed or something. I don't know.
Who knows? But I got some good news, Bug, and I'm going to open up my hand and jingle a set of keys. I got ourselves a new car.
Yes. Oh my gosh, finally.
It's a truck.
Gimme,
I'm
gimme,
gonna
gimme,
put the
gimme.
yeah. I'm gonna put the keys in Bug's hand, and yeah, I'm sure it's gonna need a little bit of work. Good thing I know a mechanic.
I'll take the keys and give them a kiss. After what
Yes.
happened to Aluminum Falcon, this is amazing.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Falcon
he'll pull out
didn't
the
make
keys
it?
and kind of to shake them. He's like, apparently Ezra managed to get it back here. I'm not really sure how because it was not right side up last time we saw it. So
What? What? What do
He
you
did
mean?
what?
I don't know. I haven't gone out. He just said, well, that it was a present and that it was more or less good to go, whatever the hell that means, you know.
Is that a great time for me to come back?
Perfect. Yeah.
Ezra walks back to the group, showered, looking fresh as a daisy. Oh, you're up. How you feeling?
Like shit. How about you?
That's a tough one.
5 words or less.
Well, I'm standing here.
No, for me.
Y'all all notice that Ezra has that alien device back on his wrist too.
So, River, just so you can get caught up, the aluminum Falcon is our vehicle, or was our vehicle.
Is our vehicle.
I'm hearing now it is our vehicle.
Was our vehicle? Was our vehicle?
Is
What
our
do you mean
vehicle.
It's our vehicle.
It's.
What do you mean?
I took care of it. It's
It
fine.
was totaled.
Were we upside down? I feel like.
Yes. I distinctly remember River being upside down.
I will tell you all about it, I promise, but right now is not the time or place. But I promise
Yeah, we
you,
actually
it's fine.
should probably just move on to things at hand.
Right.
Make some decisions. As these folks are probably going to move out of here soon in a hurry. And thinking about their needs, I don't think they're going to make it very far if we don't do something to help them first.
Help how?
Get to that too. River, they pointed some things out to me about where we met and the situation that we're in. Did you, where were you running?
I woke up in some sort of facility. And I got some help to get out.
Was it a, facility of earthly standards or
No.
other? Well, we need to do something about it. That with lots of implications.
I feel like I owe it to some people to
Now, I'll
maybe
be
give at
honest
least
with you.
one other person a helping hand.
I'll be honest with you, Ezra. Well, I already know your answer probably, and River, I hear where you're coming from, but there's 2 sets of keys on the table, and only one vehicle has to go that direction. If it means giving some folks and you all and Helen a better chance at making where we're trying to go, then maybe only one should.
Just know, River, that we could always use your help. Arthur and I in the group tend to do a lot of stupid things.
Yeah,
So
I
if
mean,
you're
you
not,
picked up me, so when you didn't need to.
I did sense of humor. I like that. Now, you don't have to come with us, but if you do, I would love for you to be all the way in. 100% into doing some dumb stuff.
Seems like you need someone there to steer you away from the dumb stuff, but eh, the, that little girl, she's with you.
Which one? Caitlin?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was only one child in that
Yeah.
car.
I'm
Yeah.
still I'm still getting back to even. You'll kind of like shows you the coffee and has a cigarette in his hand and he's doing everything in his power to maintain decorum and not light it in the middle of the middle school cafeteria.
She's
Sorry.
doing well,
Okay.
it seems, but she wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her.
I don't disagree with you. But and he pauses for a moment as he's like searching for the right words how to say it, bearing in mind that Caitlin is God damn it, Charlotte. I keep doing that. I'm so sorry, Caitlin. Charlotte is within earshot, and he's gonna just kind of lean in a little bit to you, River, and he's gonna say, "It's one of those situations where if we don't do something, there could be a whole lot more Charlottes in trouble."
Then yes.
Excellent. You got out of one of those thermoses, one of those alien contraptions.
Yeah, I was in a space with other people that never came back.
Clint lets out like a long sigh as if he's like something ignites inside of him and he goes, "I'm glad you made it out. We're going to have to do something about that too, I reckon. But one thing at a time." He's going to turn to the rest of the group. Ezra?
Yes.
Oh, that was more of like a bearing in mind all the conversation we were just having about doing stupid stuff. You're with us. You're in?
Of course I'm in. Where else would I go?
Sounds like a plan here. I feel like a group is forming, a plan coming together. I think we're gonna have to wake Caitlin up.
Well, do you want to take the honors or should I?
No, let me handle this one. He's gonna put that second cigarette behind his ear, and he'll go find Caitlin while the rest of the group waits. He's gonna walk into the door marked quarantine. He's gonna peek his head in just to see what the state of Caitlin is in the moment.
Yeah, definitely she's closer to waking now, so she's not like a stone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she must be really tired though, because she's been running through Clint's mind this entire time.
Oh, that feels like above the table commentary. It feels kind
above
of
the table.
I'm not.
River.
I'm not gonna lie. It feels very metagamey for a second there.
River. I'm sorry, River. Wasn't there a few times that he called you Caitlin?
Yeah. Charlotte, Caitlin.
Charlotte, Caitlin. You know,
it was all coming up Caitlin's. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
To help even out the scales, then I'm gonna peek my head in and say Charlotte. No. He's going to he'll step into the room, leaving the door open so the light comes in and kind of gives Caitlin a moment to adjust or not sneak up on Caitlin.
Yeah, probably
He's
smart.
gonna yeah, he's gonna crouch down next to Caitlin, so he's almost kind of eye level with her, just kind of like sitting at her shoulder. You awake, Caitlin?
It's the eyes flutter open, immediate smile, and then concern. Clint, oh, um, do you need me to change your bandages?
No, no. They're perfectly fine. No, we got into something stupid again.
Oh
But this one's a
no,
good.
how long was I asleep?
I have no idea. Time is a soup around here these days. I don't even know what time it is. But are you rested?
As much as I can be, yeah. What do you need?
Well, the group went ahead and needs. We've got ourselves a thing to do. Um, could certainly use your help if you want to join us.
Hmm. Vague. I like
Big.
it.
Yeah. Well, I figured you'd need at least a cup of coffee or a glass of water before we got into the details. I'd let you sit up first, at least.
Yeah, and she will do that. Well, I got two hands. I'll take one of each if you're offering, but no, I can help. Let me get my boots on and yeah, whatever you need.
Sure. And he's going to pause and kind of break that eye contact for a second before looking back at you. And want to say thanks for last night.
Oh, that's what I'm here for.
And I think Clint hears that and knows that like that's a kind of stock response from Caitlin.
Yeah.
And I don't I the natural urge is to want to try and correct Caitlin in this moment, but I don't think that he does. I think he just instead um, wraps a arm around her and kind of pulls her in and gives her like a one-armed hug. And he's gonna say, "No, really, thank you. I won't forget this. Not anytime soon. I appreciate you and everything that you've done for me."
Just paying you back for what you've done for me.
I don't think Clint kind of enjoys the transactional feeling of it, but he kind of stuff it down. We're just gonna stuff that down. Gives her a little kiss on the top of the head and says, "Come on, they've got shitty coffee."
My favorite.
Same. And he's gonna give her the space to fully awaken and wake up and join the rest of the group. Joins back with the rest of the group, hopefully coming into a really interesting conversation about how River has this detailed history and everything.
Oh, you're awake. Hi, I'm Caitlin.
Hi, River.
Nice to meet you. I heard they roped you into a scheme already. It's not even lunch.
Yeah, they had a convincing argument.
They usually do. And she very quick sidelong glance at Clint and then right back to snap back to you. So, what do we got ourselves into?
Seems like there's something where I was being held.
Held?
Harriet and the gang are in trouble.
Where were you held? What?
At a
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sip my coffee here for a moment. I'm gonna take that second cigarette out behind my ear and start twirling it around on my fingers. I feel like this would probably be a good time, River, for us to get the whole story.
Yeah.
You're not in. Don't look at it as like I know I have this voice where it's like kind of accusatory, but we want to hear your story and how you somehow escaped one of these places. Like what? What's your whole deal? Tell me everything that ever happened to you ever.
Right. Yeah, I can't really remember how I ended up there other than I left where I was and showed up there. It was almost like being under. You lost track of time, but
Mhm.
I was there and they just kept taking people until this really brave guy said no more. And we took a chance and I got out. Not sure if he made it.
Yeah. We remember in the garage. If they take you, you won't return.
Yeah.
We saw that on the wall. You proved them wrong.
Yeah.
I seem to be able to. Been lucky.
Yeah.
Luckier than most.
If luck's what you got, I'm glad you're with us. So what? So Harriet's in trouble. What do you mean?
Well, they're missing their. She called it their leader.
Hmm.
There's an outpost near one of the cocoons, pods, whatever they are. And they've lost contact, and they're at the point of evacuation. But I don't think they're going to need a chance, and I don't think they're going to have a chance as long as those pods are standing.
Yeah. Well, if that other group is pinned down, then either they're not communicating for a reason to not give away the location, or they know everything. So yeah, either way, they gotta go.
And it looks like we're going to be the ones to go find out.
Well, Clint and I volunteered to be the ones to go find out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. To be fair, Clint and Arthur and I volunteered to go take a look. Bug, Ezra, and River, and he kind of glances over to River and kind of gives like a solidarity, like, nice. They're all in. I
We have
assume you're in.
we have a small little problem with all of that, though.
Okay.
What's that?
We shouldn't take Charlotte into that. And a more important question is, should we have them take Charlotte because they have the means to take care of multiple children?
I'm going to defer to Arthur on that one. And I don't actually say that, but I think that my facial expression and my body language, which turns towards Arthur, is the one that's got to kind of. It's his call.
I get the feeling that if we don't do something, then kind of a moot point anyway, trying to go. Or shake. While I would prefer that somebody at the table was heading in that direction with her. I don't think it's going to be anybody else but the rest to go doing something. They gave us another truck. They've offered any equipment. Looked at bug explosives beyond grenades. Anything else that we need to do what we got to do. There are 2 vehicles. Not that I want to split up, right? Not everybody. I look at everybody. Not everyone has to make this decision. And obviously, the end goal is to come out the other side and catch up and everything to be honky dory. I don't have the crystal ball. So.
And Caitlin kind of looks around the room, and she identifies ways everybody could help. And even River, who is new, probably eager to prove herself, and is younger than Caitlin, is much more fit. than Caitlin, and I think she is drawing her own short straw in that moment. I'll, I can take Charlotte. I can help with the evacuation. I can organize things. I can keep all of our things safe. It has to be me.
I don't think it has to be anybody.
Well, what else? She comes with you?
Charlotte
Oh.
stays here with the people here.
We can't. We've already separated her from her mother. We can't separate her from us.
But we can't separate us from you.
Then we all leave.
And we come back. All of us. We come back.
We might not.
Clint,
That's
as
not-
you're talking, you're going to see that several of the guards here begin to move, and they begin approaching several of the members of the community here. And at this point, you'll hear, like, people talking, surprised, and you'll see that they quickly begin to try to collect their items, kind of collecting everything that's within the little private cots, the little private quarters. And you'll see that some of these adults will reach out to the children, trying to collect them, holding on to them. And at this point, you can sense that swelling of panic that is soon to come as people are going to be evacuating, as the order is being given to move out.
I can't help you. I can't fight. I can't do anything. I can barely run. I can't help you. And we can't leave Charlotte behind. Not alone. She's just a baby.
Then we don't leave her behind. We bring her with us into whatever danger we might face going forward. But it is a question we have to ask.
Of the lesser of the two evils, we're not asking Charlotte to stay behind, and because we're not going to abandon Charlotte. She's the leader of this group, obviously. And he uses that to kind of try to ease the tension amongst this group. And he's looking around at everybody, and he's saying to them, we keep Charlotte here temporarily. We go find out what happens, and we come back. We get a radio. We can get a two-way radio, walkie-talkie, ham radio, something, and we can give it to Charlotte. That way we can talk to her, and she can talk to us. And we can find out where they're evacuating to, and we can come back. I know I'm coming back. And I know that I'll do my damnedest to make sure that all you folks come back. But to bring her along would put her in an unnecessary danger. And leaving her behind, while pretty bad and will break our heart, she will get over it. And Caitlin, most importantly, you can fight. We need you. I've seen you firsthand take a rifle to the head. You stood up to that. I'm not going to say Charlotte's father out loud, but you are capable of incredible things if you would just get out of your own way. And I know that words are wind. And I know it takes a lot more, but I believe in you. And I'm pretty sure the rest of us believe in you too. Plus, I need you there. You got to keep me from being... Arthur is real good at condoning my bad behavior. Bug, in a sense, is kind of the chaotic me. So someone's got to keep Bug from getting another grenade,
Yeah.
and that's got to be you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Bug,
River.
they gave us a car, right?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, you're going to love this.
Okay.
The aluminum falcon lives.
Okay, Bug, you and I in the car that they're giving us, and then Arthur, you take the Falcon. We'll scout. You drive. I will take a lay of the land, and then from
Hold
there
on.
we'll decide what to do.
Hold on. And I'm going to turn to River at this point. River, you told us what happened up to the point of you getting in the thermos. What were you doing before that? What can you do?
Well, I'm pretty good in the outdoors. So, I mean, when this was all happening, I was at a camp. I was a counselor at a camp, and we were kind of safe there for a time until things started happening. But I know the woods. I'm comfortable in outdoors. I did this for a job. If however you can use me.
Will you go with
Sounds-
Arthur then?
We need a good scout.
Yes.
Who's going to you said Caitlin, you're going to be scouting?
Yes.
I think you should take River with you. You, River, and Bug. Bug drives. River, you can keep an eye on things and, you know.
Yeah, and I think might come back to me that I recognize.
Think
Can you
that's
shoot?
Do I shoot? Oh, I have, but I don't have any. I didn't take one when I left.
okay.
We mostly did
Okay.
archery. It's similar, right?
I mean, we get you a bow. I mean,
Be effective.
the aliens bleed all the same.
Look,
I
they're
don't like
willing,
grenades.
and
Those work.
well, that's the other thing. Bug, they have some equipment worthy of this mission that I think you'd probably be interested in. Things out of the armory.
But to be very clear, Bug, you have to let us know if you have a grenade. Okay?
I'll think
Or a
about it.
Plastic explosive that could level the building.
Yeah, anything
Okay.
anything that could do scatter damage. I'm going to use my judge of character skill on Bug. I can always tell when someone is being honest. Is Bug being honest right now?
No, absolutely not.
What I figured. I don't even think
I
need
don't
to
know
be-
y'all yet that well. Are we joking? We
Uh,
Almost
used the word
never.
grenade.
No, it's not. It's a real problem.
Sadly,
Okay.
sadly,
Bug-
some of us keep secrets, and
Bug's
secrets
just
keep
gonna
us all
grumble.
sick.
She's just gonna grumble. They always work.
Okay, Arthur, I'm gonna need your big brain over here for a second. We need to put a driver, the scout, and someone who can shoot in one car. We should probably put Ezra in the back. Ezra can probably harmonize. You know, use his what I can only describe at this point as alien magic.
that's probably the closest word for it. Sure.
Yeah, we're just gonna go there. Yeah, no, I think that.
Oh, River is when you start talking about that. River is a little aback.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all. I understand you're coming into this kind of late. There's a lot to explain, and I promise that it will all be explained.
Yes.
maybe I can spin you a yarn in the car, but we got to figure out who's going where. I mean, it's probably best for Ezra to tell his own story, but he's basically a wizard, an alien, a space alien wizard.
You could tell me the ropes.
Yeah. So
I'm-
we're doing. Go ahead.
That rope is a gift, thank you.
So what do
I'm
we
not a
want to do? Do
wizard.
we want to do
That's
Well, I think
exactly
Arthur,
what
Clint,
that's exactly
Ezra?
what a wizard would say.
Yeah.
I thought
So
that was
Arthur,
the
Clint,
Illuminati.
Ezra, and then Caitlin Bug River. Is that what it's breaking down to? Or did you guys
Yeah, I
want
think
River in your
that's-
car so we can split up the scouts?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say one. We should probably have one scout in the back, and honestly, I mean, getting an alarm bell probably be a little bit better in the front. Hey,
yeah.
I don't know how you feel. That's what.
So
Uh,
let's we need to split the drivers, which is Arthur and Bug. Okay. I would think maybe we put Arthur in the truck with River, and then that's 1, 2, and then Bug, you're driving the second car. Ezra's in the second car. That just leaves,
The Falcon.
Us.
yeah. I don't want to put Caitlin. I don't want to put you in any harm's way, on on purpose.
Yeah.
You want to go in the back with Bug and Ezra?
Yeah. That way, yeah, we can coordinate if they can give us radios, and
Mhm.
River and I can scout it out. And
Yeah. So me, Arthur, and River in the truck.
yeah, and then we'll
Caitlin.
take the Falcon.
Yeah. Caitlin, Ezra, Bug, and the Falcon. Radios. Three. So we're gonna need 3 radios.
Oh,
One for y'all.
the radio in the Falcon works, by the way.
No,
No,
not the
not like
walkie-talkie.
the walkie talkies.
Oh, that. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Some walkie. We're
You mean
gonna
like
need
it?
3
You mean
walkie.
like it works all the way though? Hang on, I'm sorry. This is important. You mean it works all the way?
Well, it came on. I turned it off. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you fix the Falcon completely? What are you?
Yeah, it hasn't been explained. I'm pretty sure it was upside down. Right? We talked about this.
Bug is upset.
I mean, I
And
don't know-
her toward
How are the
Like,
how are the
rubbing your
sensors?
shoulder,
Did you
like,
check
it's
the
fine, it's
sensors?
fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
look at this.
important.
The sensors.
Really important question. Wow.
well, I wouldn't even know how to begin to do that, so no. I don't know.
All right, we'll check it out.
Huh?
I'm sure
I mean-
there's plenty for you to still.
Ezra did drive the car, and Ezra, you noticed that car seemed to function like perfectly, as though nothing had been wrong.
I am playing as dumb as I fucking can right now, thank you.
I'm
That
shooting
was-
dagger through my eyes.
Like I have. He like saw everything illuminate perfectly. Everything is pristine, and he's like, I didn't even see anything. It was dark. I don't know. Were the lights on? I don't know.
I didn't have my glasses on.
Yeah. This is a blizzard.
All right. Well,
I guess we
3
better
walk.
go.
All right. So we need to arm River. We need 3 walkie talkies.
Yeah.
1 for the truck, 1 for the Falcon, 1 for Charlotte.
I need to get all our supplies back, just in
Yep.
case.
So you'll definitely have access to your supplies. You're going to definitely have 3 walkie-talkies, of which you can definitely give 1 to Charlie. Whoever's carrying the other ones, it's size 1, 3 uses each.
Okay. Great.
On top of that, in terms of arsenal, they can't provide you a lot of protective gear, but they can provide you weapons. So if anybody wants, there is going to be heavy explosives, which these would knock out a sizable chunk of a building if it goes off. Now, I do just want to mention that these pods are humongous.
Mhm.
They are the take up most of the cities that they have crashed into. So
Mhm.
just letting you guys know that these explosives are probably not going to be taking them out in one blow. You'd have to set up a bunch of them all at once and kind of have them tactically placed. But they will offer to give you basically C4. You'll have
That's
several.
awesome.
You'll have several. You can carry as much as you want of the heavy explosives. The only thing though is that heavy explosives cost 4 size.
Mm-mm. Well, Bug, you can live your best life and do whatever you
I
want.
can carry them.
It's size 4, so it's
I
fairly
can
big.
Just
carry that.
packing the van,
I can
packing
carry
everything.
that load for you.
Then on top of that, you have a double-barreled shotgun, which I think Arthur
That's
already had
Arthur.
once. So you're good there, unless you wanted somebody else wants to pick up another one. You also have a rifle with hollow pointed ammunition, which increases the damage range by 1.
Above table, River. Where do your pips lie in your character?
I got 1 in aim, 2 in search and survey, 3 sneak around, and then theoretically less 2 talk it outs and 2 harmonize.
Okay. All right. So we gotta. I don't. I was. I guess I'll take the rifle. I'm gonna have my
'Cause
pistol. I'll grab a rifle.
I'm gonna do better hidden
Yeah.
in damage wise because I got camouflage.
Hey, do
Oh,
you have? Yeah. Go ahead.
and I do apologize. 2 of you can get utility backpacks. It increases your inventory size by 2.
That's gonna. I think that.
I'm assuming Bug
Probably.
takes one.
Bug.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bug's
Yeah,
gonna need
need
one.
one.
I think we should give the other to
Just-
Caitlin
Just show me
for
with ammunition.
for our search and survey expert.
Sure.
I think River, whatever you're comfortable in using as far as a weapon goes, I would think probably a pistol. You don't have fight. You don't have fight under pressure, do you?
No.
Okay, then it's yeah. We're gonna give you a rifle, like a scoped rifle.
Cool. We'll see. Well, hopefully that archery badge
Pays off.
will-
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking
like
is
the- it's kinda
is
like
the
the
long
same thing.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, they're also going to offer. So they're going to offer you a rifle with hollow point bullets, which are going to be increasing the damage of the rifle by +1. So if you land a hit, it's going to deal more damage. And they're also offering a tactical shotgun.
Oh.
This is going to be a space 2.
All eyes turn to Arthur.
You said what now?
I don't
the-
know.
the-
You know, guys, I think I'm going to be honest with you as I wield this tactical shotgun around. I think I should be the one to have this. Don't you agree, Arthur?
How's your head feeling?
Not too good. You should probably have this. Anytime Arthur asks me about my head, I think about him just giving me a 2-piece, and I just here you go.
That's
Ezra?
the it's not time to talk right now signal for Clint.
Yeah. Ezra, what do you need?
You said you have my guitar. Someone said you had my guitar, Caitlin. I thought it was destroyed.
No, everything's fine. Dare y'all to make fun of my packing ever again, I'll tell you that much.
Would never do that.
I don't think I've ever made fun of your packing. I wouldn't do that.
I could use a new bar of soap.
I can't.
Well, I'll
cannot.
run down to the Piggly Wiggly. What the hell are we doing here?
He asked me what I wanted. I don't need much. It's funny what the end of the world teaches you. You really don't need much, do you?
I can't believe we're all sitting here entertaining Ezra as he discovers minimalism.
Let's not be so hasty, though. I mean,
Ezra, we're going into a combat situation. Can we give you a weapon?
I'm good, thanks.
Great.
That's
I'm gonna-
recognizing soap.
Yeah. Maybe Arthur, You could give Ezra the old shotgun, just in case. Yeah,
Gives you the old
that's
trusty boomstick.
yeah, the boomstick.
Sure.
Point.
You don't have to. You don't have to
Squeeze
use it, but
trigger.
yeah.
2 chances.
Done. Point, aim, shoot. It can't be that hard, right?
Now, just remember that the shotgun is size 3, so make sure you have space in your inventory to carry the shotgun.
I got the pistol. What size is the
Oh,
rifle?
I have.
again,
Wait,
Atlas?
wait. I have a pistol. I forgot about that. My bad. I'm good. I
Two.
don't need a shotgun. We're good.
Rifles. Let me take a look.
Wait, I'm not using the rifle. River's
got the
using the
rifle.
rifle. Yeah.
You're using
so pistol.
the tactical shotgun is size 2.
I got the pistol. I got the book. Yeah, I'm good. Cigarettes don't
And
take
then-
up any space.
Rifle is size 2, but it is going to count as size 3 because whoever has the rifle with the hollow point bullets is going to be increased in the size.
Got it.
All
So
right.
you gave that back. You got a shotgun slung on the back, and then the tac shotgun's has the tactical strap. So we're good. We're good.
So at this point,
The
you're
Bug's
going
just
to
got a whole backpack of C4. That's right.
Yeah. How much more can I get in here?
make note. Bug takes 1 point of damage. C4 can go off. The end.
Yeah, Jesus.
Rocks
Fine.
fall, you all die.
This is fine.
I'm so glad I picked the truck.
By the way, for that truck, remember you guys have 2 pros on that truck that you can roll for.
Oh.
Yes.
Bug, would you please do us
See?
the honor of rolling for the
Yes.
pros?
Yes.
Yeah, we already voted.
Remind me again. Which one do I use for this?
It should be a D6, but it's on page 69. So go ahead and roll two D6s and tell me what the numbers give you.
I believe you.
Oh my god. A 4 and a 1.
Perfect. 1, automatic doors. When you open or close the vehicle doors, they can open and close automatically or remotely.
Oh, nice.
And 4, great CDs. Every upkeep phase, 1 traveler may choose a song to listen to. They gain 1 heroism. This perk can only happen once per upkeep phase and can't move to another vehicle. So somehow this truck has
Flight of the
the greatest
Valkyries time.
whatever music you think Bug loves, this truck now has that.
It's country western
yeah,
music.
Got a 6 CD changer.
Yeah. Somehow it's a tactical 6 CD changer.
Yeah, absolutely. Bug made it. I don't know what to tell you. She rigged it up.
Bug, would you do us the honor above table? Since you have done this, would you make a playlist for us?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can actually post that.
Yeah.
This is the
like-
music that Bug would be listening to. She's
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh my
this is
god,
the
I'll
music
make you
that
a Bug
Bug.
playlist.
Yeah, this is the music Bug has chosen for River, Arthur, and I.
I will put that when you send that to me. I'll see if I could like make some kind of Spotify playlist and put it on the splash page for the game.
Okay.
Love that.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can do it. I might be able to do it, but I will at least post
We'll
the track
figure it.
list. Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
there's
we'll
a
figure it
will,
out.
there's a way.
all right. So, at this point, you're getting yourselves ready. You're getting your equipment. Kaylin is still feeling a bit groggy from having woken up so soon, but again, with the urgency of this moment, she kind of falls right into place, starts working to get things done. The rest of you kind of also fall into place, trying to get yourselves ready for this. Whatever dangers Arthur and Clint have set you up for, it's up to you to decide. Okay, it's up to you to decide if you're going to go along with this. It's up to you to decide how far you're going to take it. You known Clint, you known Arthur for some time, but going up against one of those giant, sorry, the word just escaped me right now. Pods, giant alien pods. That is a harrowing undertaking, one that River knows only too well. And so the fact is that if you're going to go up against that, you have to be ready to lose. And at this point, you're going to see that as you guys, specifically Arthur, as you're packing up, getting your shotgun ready, and everything else in between, you're going to see that Charlotte runs up to you and she's holding on to you, clutching to your leg tightly, and she's just like, "Everyone's scared. What's happening?"
Well, everyone is just he'll kind of kneel down. Everyone's a little upset and excited about having to move their home, go further on, direction that we were heading.
Wait, we're leaving?
Yeah, we're gonna head a little bit further on down the line, and I'm gonna need you to help these people for me a little bit.
You'll see that in her mind. She's considering your words. To her, the fact is that these people are leaving. You guys are leaving. To her, you guys are leaving is her within the group, not her apart from the group. As realization takes over, she goes ahead and she's just like, "No, I'm staying with you."
Now, not right now. When we're done doing what we gotta do to make sure that the way is clear for everyone, you, then yeah, I'm going to meet back up with you.
She clenches
Right.
your she clenches your leg tightly and she doesn't let go. And she's like, "No, no, you're not leaving. No."
No, it's not easy. Sometimes we gotta do things to make sure that other people are all right. And where I'm going right now, temporarily, I can't take you with me. Where I'm going right now, I can't take you with me because I have to get this done and I have to focus on it so that I can take you where we're going afterward, so that we
You
can go
see,
home.
she begins to cry. I don't want chocolate. I don't want art. You're not leaving. No. I want you to no. No. We go together.
We will go together. But right now, I need you to help take care of these people so that I can go do what I have to do.
I don't want to take care of people. No. I'm sorry. I don't eat chocolate. I, no.
You can eat all the chocolate you eat all the chocolate you want, Charlie. Let me tell you something. There's absolutely nothing wrong with anything you've done. There's nothing wrong with how you're feeling right now. Part of protecting people and part of being, call it a certain kind of strong, like we talked about, is doing the hard thing. I promise you, I'm not leaving you. I would never make that decision again.
Be the boss,
I know
Arthur.
that I'm not. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hmm. Oh, wow. That is
Like 16
there's three
sixes.
ones.
Wow. Dice telling a story.
Oh my god.
You're going to see Charlotte goes ahead. She struggles with you for a moment longer. You attempt to console her to the best of your ability. And at this point, she looks up at you and she goes, "No, I want to stay with you." And then, as one does when they come against an opposition, a hurdle that they cannot cross, their emotions turn from sadness and usually snap into anger to allow themselves to vent. And at this point, she looks at you, her blue eyes red with tears, and she says, "I hate you." And she runs away. And you'll see that she kicks the crayons aside and she begins to make her way off towards one of the halls, trying to just give distance between you and her. Arthur, how do you reflect on that?
Relive it. Um, and it's just kind of a stunned silence where he hears her voice. Um, then he also hears his son's voice doing the same thing, and he just kind of goes like still. And I think it's a almost a measure of stillness that kind of almost seen before with Arthur, but this is like that, like when everything goes flat. Like there's no ripples on the water. There's no the the marker goes completely solid line, and just stands up and kind of turns to Caitlin, and he says, could you make sure that they pack her up, grab her?"
Yeah. I'll I heard to talk to the minder a little bit. She knows that Charlotte's supposed to come along. You're
And then
doing
he
the right
just
thing. I can still stay
he just
behind if you need me to.
I don't make decisions for nobody, Caitlin. And then he just turns and walks and slings the shotgun and walks out towards the truck.
Arthur, you're going to be taking a point of harm. That is a mental harm.
Shit. I could crisis counselor you, but I feel like it's like you're already walking away.
Is that I guess I never even shit, I never healed from the other ones.
Did we reduce any harm just by sleeping? The people who didn't get healed.
That's gonna be my next question.
Yeah. Everybody would have reduced one harm from just sleeping. The people that got healed would have reduced two. River's just looking at this at like the character sheet, like, I haven't gotten hurt at all. I'm like really doing well.
Great now.
I'm doing so good.
I feel fully rested.
I was in a coma or whatever.
Yeah.
Retrograde amnesia.
Kinda.
And so
Need smooth brain.
you're going to see off in the hall, huddled, her knees up to her chest, her arms kind of hugging her legs, and you're going to see Charlotte just crying. And at this point, you're going to see that Mabel kind of passes by, and she's like, "Hey, little one, what's wrong?" And at this point, you'll see that Charlotte kind of like looks up, and she goes, "Everybody leaves me. My mom left me. Arthur left me. Nobody loves me." And you'll see that Mabel tries to console her as best as possible. And at this point, you guys realize and you know that sadly you have a mission to do, and she can't be part of it. She has to stay behind, regardless of what happens. And so we'll call it a session there.
Are we gonna start on the road?
Yes.
Are we okay? So
Unless you
I'm
want to
so
finish something
sorry.
off.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No need to apologize.
Okay, it's just like hearing that, and it's just yeah, and just reflecting on everything that was said. I think right before we get in the cars. Um, hey, McCarthy.
Hmm?
And she walks over to you, and she looks at the flak jacket and the press, and she holds that, looks at you. I'm not good at this because it never ends well for me. I didn't do this for you. I did it for me. I need you. And she doesn't know to let go, but it's like you can feel the hand is like about to leave.
He catches that hand before it can go and kind of holds it to his chest. And he's looking down at you and he says, ditto. And he smiles that playful smile that he has, gives her hand a squeeze. Let's go do something stupid. What do you say?
You lead, I'll follow.
How about we go together? He lets go of your hand.
Even better.
And the two of them head towards the car, where I could smoke a cig with Arthur and we can commiserate about children. But we can save that for next episode.
Oh my god.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
Hmm.
So thank you, viewers, both here on Twitch and YouTube, for tuning in tonight for Session 7 of If Tomorrow Never Comes. Join us next week as we continue our adventures, same time, same place. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night. Bye.
Adios.